Hi co-creators, another take two. 7 minutes of video gone. YouTube drives me crazy sometimes. Anyway, as I mentioned yesterday, I was taking my girls across to an open mat sparring class at Essendon, and on a Friday night, that's pretty tough going anyway, because it's usually been a big week, and then to start training at 7:30 after a big drive there, it's a big ask. And then we got there, and basically they spent an hour getting smashed. It turned out that everybody that was there was black belt. Pretty well, there's maybe one or two that weren't, but out of 40 people, there were probably 4 or 5, and 3 of them were mine. So not very many colour belts. Most of the people there had state team t-shirts on, so high-level competitors. And while they didn't go full throttle at my girls, because if they had, they would have got hurt. They got a few bumps and bruises. They were kicked in the head a lot. But if these guys were going, full on, they would have been knocked out. So, but they knew they were alive, that's for sure. And you could see them really having to dig deep. So feeling very proud of them. It was a very hard thing to do. And even harder to go back in round after round after round, knowing what they were going to get, which is basically kicked in the head for 2 minutes. So, a lot of life skills that they can take away from making themselves step up again and again and again. And we've debriefed quite extensively over the last night and today. So they're feeling heaps better about it. And I took video footage of every round. So they were able to have a bit of a look and see for themselves that it wasn't as bad as it was in their head. It's always that way. And the guy whose club it was at is an Olympian as well, Olympic medalist. And, he said he was very proud of them for toughing it out. So, that's really good, high praise. So, and 2 of my girls were, by far the oldest girls on the mat. So, probably by 10, 15 years, something like that. So, they had a red hot go, and it was good. So I'm not sure we'll go back anytime soon, only because black belts and yellow belts, if there was more coloured belt students there, then they would have got a really good idea of, where they were at and what to expect on competition day. You just can't do that when you've got black belts and yellow belts, which is the first one off white belt. You just can't, gauge in any way, shape or form, how you match up, because you just can't. The experience just isn't there. So I'm not sure we'll go back in a hurry at this stage in their training. Further down the track, we will. If there's an open mat session where there's more coloured belts, we'll think about that too. But for now, I'm glad they experienced it, but I was very relieved when it was over and everybody still had their noses in the right place and all their teeth. So, done. My intention for today was, firstly, we had a booth set up in the local shopping centre, and it was the first time that we'd done it. And as luck would have it, I went to get my flyers last night. The printer had shut early, so I couldn't get them. We went there this morning, closed. So we had no flyers, but we still muddled through, and we engaged a lot of women. We had lots of conversations. We got a really good list. And I emailed everybody when I got back, and nobody bounced. So they're all legitimate email addresses, which is awesome. And it looks like we've really got a good list of starters for the next program, which is still, a week or 2 away. So looking really, really good there, and excited about that. So we'll do that again. We will be more organised, have a checklist, all that sort of stuff, so that we've got everything, a week out, instead of me racing there at the last minute to pick up the flyers and then not having that pan out. So so that was all good. The other intention today was to just take some time out. My brain is completely fried. It's been a massive week. So I plan to do that after I get off here. Not really going to do much other than do a bit of journaling. Just didn't get much sleep last night. I had to go and pick my son up in the middle of the night as usual on the weekend. So late night getting home, woken up to go and pick him up early morning this morning, and a big week. So looking forward to a day off. 2 other things. I have got the first mock-up covers for the magazine, and while they're not perfect, the woman that I'm working with is working really hard to give me what I want. So I'm pretty sure it's going to look awesome. I'm going to have exactly what I want. Well, I'm 100% convinced that I will. So yay. And the other thing was I sent out part 2 of my book for feedback, and I've got some really good feedback on that. So I actually probably like that section of the book the best out of all of them. So it was really good to get some good feedback there. Yeah, I'm a bit lost because it's the weekend. Chris is away. My girlfriends are both away. My kids are both out. And normally I'm really okay with downtime on my own, but today I'm feeling a bit jittery, like I want to do something, but I think that's just lack of training, not having a lot of training over the last couple of weeks. So plan to get my butt to the gym tomorrow and get that back on track. Now that the book's nearly shifted, the magazine's well on its way. My calf is feeling a lot better, so I know I have to be careful and I can't push it, but I'm feeling like I can get back there and do some stuff. So feeling good about that. Yeah, I'm sure I'll wake up after a good night's sleep and feel a lot better. Anyway, day 22 tomorrow, so almost quarter of the way. When I do that, I'm going to do a bit of a review, I think, and look at the things that I set and how far ahead I am on those things. And yeah, every day I check in with the goals and intentions or the goals that I set for the 100-day challenge, and each day I can put a little mark next to every one. So every day I'm doing something towards each goal. So good stuff has to happen. I mean, it has been happening, so it's all good. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good day, whatever you're doing, and you're doing well on your challenge and making some really good progress. That's it. I'll speak to you tomorrow.